Hmm.
Well, it's 6 o'clock somewhere, right? So, like uh, one of my pet topics, I would say, is efficiency and effectivity of people's use of time. Like
Mhm.
if you've got a business and your business is open 8 hours a day, then it's not open 16 hours a day, right? So 2/3 of the day, your business is not open,
Mhm.
right? I mean, that just sounds to me like a loss. Now, for example, if you have an office somewhere and you're renting your office space,
You pay for 24 hours.
you're paying for 24 hours, right? You get it. You're paying for 24 hours. You're not paying for the hours that you're only there. You're paying for the whole time. So if you want to
Mhm.
make effective use of your time, you need to uh, you need to understand that you need to somehow make use of those extra hours and that extra time. So and with everybody being ecological and environmentally friendly and orientated towards that kind of lifestyle, um, it's important to understand that people who work at home
Yes.
are saving the world because we're not using the fuel to go to an office
Mhm.
to burn the
Mhm.
energy that
Mhm.
we don't need to rent the space that most of the time we're not there. There you go. There you go. It's
Yep.
very,
Mhm.
very
Mhm.
environmentally friendly. Even I was explaining this to a business the other day, and the what we're doing right now, connecting right
Mhm.
now, right here,
Mhm.
is something that anybody anywhere could apply to their life to solve any kind of problem. It's something that anybody anywhere could do. And
Mhm.
for example, last week two companies contacted me. They wanted to work with me. And one of them said, "Come to my office and we'll talk." The other one said, "I'm on Skype, call me now."
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
the company that was on Skype, I pressed a button on my computer, click,
There you
right?
go.
We had a chat, we agreed everything. 20 minutes, do, did, done, everything. The company that wanted me to visit them, nothing has happened.
Mhm.
It, moving quickly is what technology allows us to do, right? It doesn't change
Mhm.
who we are as people,
Mhm.
but it allows us to move faster. Yeah, the horse became the the train, the train became
Mhm.
the car became the plane,
Plain.
and so we could get and essentially the plane became the computer
True.
bec-
Mhm.
because I didn't have to fly there. I could just virtually transport myself there. The understanding that you have that some people can't do it is so important. And when you realize that 80% of people don't really understand that, they don't. Most people don't understand that. And not only that, a large percentage of people in the world are afraid and scared to do it. I have been to so many business presentations in the last year, and I have seen so many business people, award-winning business people, stand up to talk
Mhm.
about their business, and their hands are shaking, their their legs are shaking, they're scared to communicate about something really good that they're doing. Yeah,
Mhm.
about
Mhm.
the service that they have or help that they're providing, or a product that they want to share with people, and they're they're afraid to do that. And in the modern world, and this is my sort of speech to all my clients this week. In the modern world, those who integrate the technology into their lives will have all the advantages. And it
Mhm.
used to be in the past, the world is changing. It used to be in the past that you had to you had to get to know a person, decide if you like the person, and then develop trust with the person. That was the process of evolutionary communication for tens of thousands of years. Doesn't exist anymore because eBay and Amazon don't give a fuck who you are.
No, no, not at
They
all.
they don't care where you are or where you're from or what you do. All they know is that somebody somewhere provides something and somebody somewhere wants
Something
something.
someone wants it, yes, and agrees on a price.
Yep, and according to the theoretical elements of human communication, that should not exist. Because because we have before it had to be let's develop trust and then we can work together.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just take my phone out of my pocket and press a button and the whatever I order arrives at my door.
Yes, in this case, yeah.
It's a different type of trust. The trust in the past was trust with people. The trust that exists now is trust that the system will work. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not
Mm-hmm.
really based on the actions of people. Like when I turn on my computer, I don't have to trust somebody that my computer is going to turn on. It's based on knowledge and experience. Yeah, there are brands that people like. It's it's practical to like things that you like. You know, it's practical to like clothes that fit the shape of your body. Um, it's practical to use again what we used before that worked. Um, we have massive issues as people developing new habits because we're managing old problems, um, and that prevents us taking steps forward. Um, yeah, what prevents new habits happening is the management of old problems because you're looking back rather than forward. And here's the example.
Mm-hmm.
I won't do this because it didn't work last time. Now, there's both a practical and impractical sense there. If it didn't work last time, it might not work again, but it might
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
because
That's it.
just because you asked the girl out last time and she said no, right? Doesn't mean that she's going to say no this time if it's a different time in a different place and we've sort of moved on in our experiences. Persistence, which is the ultimate quality that exists within time, is very important to
Mm-hmm.
understand for human success. And it's understood in the simple principle that if you give up, you don't get anywhere. Time doesn't give up.
That's what you said. One finished, complete project is more valued than 100
Mm.
unfinished ones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you know it resonates because it's true, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we know it. It resonates because we understand it and we apply it in our daily lives, but we don't think about it very much. But it because people don't people are not orientated in that way. But it's so true. It's everybody has great ideas, but very few people execute on any of those ideas. And more creative people have more of those ideas. Very creative people have maybe 100 ideas a day. Maybe the less creative people
Mm-hmm.
maybe have 5 or 10. But still, you
Mm-hmm.
have to take one of those ideas and do something about it
Something.
in order for anything to happen at all. And I think the greatest motivation that we can hold on to in that respect is understanding that looking backwards, it's easy to see the path, and the patterns. But looking forwards, it's much more complex.
Mm.
It's much, much easier to understand yesterday than it is to understand tomorrow.
That's tomorrow is unknown. Yesterday, you know what happened. You can analyze it.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And no, tomorrow is not completely unknown. For example, you'll have a meeting, but you don't know what
Mm-hmm.
people will say in the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that mix, that little element of the balance of life, the known and the unknown coming together. The chaos is freedom, right? And instability,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
can't deal with,
Mm.
right? A lot of people can't deal with, oh my God, what if this happens? No, I'm at a point I'm at a point personally where I'm like, so what, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen so many things happen in life, the possible and the impossible, um, that it doesn't bother me very much anymore because I think the world reorganizes
Itself.
itself in a new way. Look, if you if you leave your job tomorrow, you will be replaced by somebody else. That's how important you are, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're all
Mm-hmm.
so replaceable. We're all so replaceable. It's unbelievable. And at the same time, we're also irreplaceable because we're all unique. Yeah, we're all unique as people. But within our job, we have to understand if we leave tomorrow, somebody will come and take our place. Maybe they'll be better. Maybe they'll be worse. Maybe it doesn't matter, right? But
Mm-hmm.
that's what will happen. People buy houses and they sell houses. They build houses and they destroy houses. Um, Life has all these different.
Continuity.
Yeah. It could.
Going in a
It,
circle.
yeah,
New
it could.
beginnings, ends, and it goes.
Yeah, and pe- people hold on to everything like they're climbing a rock face on a mountain, and they're very scared to let go of what they know. But that's the only way to pick up something new, right? And how many? Maybe I've used this analogy before. I'm not sure, but how many successful relationships can a person have in their life? Personal relationships. How many successful personal relationships can somebody have in their life?
Personal.
Yeah, and what I mean is like I don't know, like boyfriend girlfriend relationships, right? How many
Mm-hmm.
successful
Mm-hmm.
relationships can you have in your life? The answer is only one.
Because if there are more, the previous ones are not
A-
successful.
Absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. So um, it doesn't, and that's why it actually matters how many relationships a person has, because the more relationships you have, the less success you have, right? And so if there's a large history of, that's unsuccessful, right? It presents a complex problem, which which
Mm-hmm.
i- which is how do I change that? And
Mm.
and mm, mm. I would
Mm.
say that the progress is important. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With workplace, it I don't know. Maybe the person has a career and they're making their way up the career ladder. Maybe that's what they need to do. Um, maybe there's a lot of different. A career is different from a relationship in the essence that it has a different effect on a person's life. Yeah. In fact, it could actually be that the career is actually more important than the relationship for a lot of people. And it's not for me, but I take that from the perspective of time. If you're spending 8 hours a day in work, then that's 8 hours a day you can't spend with the person you love. And that's a choice that everybody has to make and live with. And it's different for different people. I personally made a choice that I lived like that for 10 years, and then after 10 years decided that that's not healthy for me. So
Mm-hmm.
when we understand that um, work is escape for a lot of people, it's kind of interesting. Like my partner's always at work. Well, then he obviously doesn't fucking love you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
You're not,
obviously,
yeah,
yeah, because you're
something else. Mm-hmm. You're the
now.
second.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. And then it would be like, well, he says that he's doing all this and working for me. Well, take go with him to get him to take you with him if it's that important, right? Because the tick tock, the clock of life, right, is moving, and tomorrow is not guaranteed to anybody. It's a brutal philosophy, but it's true. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad but true. So you want to spend as is practical as much time with the people you love because you don't know how much time you're going to have. And
Mm-hmm.
there's always this idea there's going to be time later. Well, nobody fucking knows.
Nobody
But
knows.
that's not a reason to burn all your candles, right? That because that's also not a long-term strategy. Yeah,
True.
yeah. So um, the, that yin and yang balance. You can only cook the quick meal because you went and bought all the ingredients, right? And the way going and buying the ingredients was the plan that allowed you the flexibility to do something instantaneously. So it's 100 years of technological process to press a button and connect with someone instantly on the other side of the world. So so both those elements matter, but now is the most important place to be because that's all you have. That's Buddhism, right? And when you eat, just eat. That's Buddhism.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm.
people want to take you away from where you are with attraction and distraction and the whole world is designed to distract. Everything is designed to take you away from where you are. Everything.